Hello everyone, this is a no save, no damage playthrough of Resident Evil Requiem on the PC. This is being played on standard modern difficulty. Please enjoy. So I'm going to start off by saying that this game is quite long. I mean, it's not as long as Resident Evil 4 Remake, and that means we're not going to keep the cutscenes in for the majority.
Should be around here.
Now, Wrenwood is pretty explanatory. It's basically a walking simulator. Standard Modern is pretty forgiving, especially if you're using the charms or any of Leon's items that you could find later in the game. It is the actual standard difficulty setting for this game, Standard Classic being hardcore, and Insanity being what it is. So not too much commentary here. Once we take over as Leon is when we'll continue on.
Why am I even here?
As I say that, I remember some other things. So, one thing we know about a lot of no save, no damage runs is we're going to have to test ourselves on the endurance, right? And the best thing to do, and I really liked about Requiem, was the fact that they changed between survival horror and action horror. I think they did a superb job on it, and I think it could continuously be refined in new projects. So again, really you don't need to explore any of Wrenwood. You just kind of need to pick up the key items and go about it the way you would.
Shit. Stay close. Mom, wait!
One thing I kind of feel is they kind of wasted Alyssa's character a little bit, so I'm hoping there's two different story DLCs, and maybe one that actually covers Alyssa, because she was a fantastic character in Outbreak.
Grace, come on!
All right, so this is probably the only tricky part of Wrenwood, is dodging good old Norman, the police officer. This could be a massive mindfuck. This guy shimmies around with the shotgun more than you could imagine. The higher the difficulty, the worse it is. So after he does his initial first shotgun shot, we're going to hold F, and we'll get out of it.
Get away! Get away from me! Oh, shit! Stay away! What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, very self-explanatory when it comes to the opening of Grace. I kind of wish they would have expanded on Redwood, but whatever. Now we take over as Mr. Leon. And we're playing in the intended perspectives. Grace in first person, Leon in third. First thing we'll do is we'll get rid of the med injector. Any sort of healing items you are going to sell right away. We're going to throw on the Power Shades Charm, the Muzzle Breaker, and also the Bullet Penetration Claire Charm for the Alligator Snapper. All right, as soon as this begins, we're just going to aim for legs. Legs are going to be crucial. And we're also going to use the hatchet as our best friend with Leon.
Get Wrenwood locked down.
Is it something to do with Victor?
Yeah.
Turn that dude's head into a watermelon.
For all the excitement.
Now remember, we're looking for tracking modules throughout. That'll help us and allow us to buy more ammo, more weapon reserve stuff, upgrades, you name it. We're going to take it slow on the block of Elbridge, okay? We're going to start off by shooting Trenchcoat Zombie, making sure he's dead. Then we'll focus on the next two. Knee shots. Remember, knee shots. Boom. Remember to try to get those hatchet kills, get some extra points. It's all style points, honestly. That's kind of what it feels like. It almost reminds me of Devil May Cry with style. There is a zombie down on the ground right here. We're trying to take out as many as we can just to build up Leon's point system. The only way to play this game, fresh new game, would be to take your save files out of whatever you have it on. So, like if you're playing on Steam... Oh, man, Leon. If you're playing on Steam, you just have to remove them out of your folder, and then you'd be able to pick up charms and everything as it goes. But unfortunately, they combined both the new game and new game plus in this game, which made a lot of fans unhappy, but whatever. Now remember, as you can see, we're just keeping space. That's one of the biggest rules we always say here on the channel. Keep space in Resident Evil, create distance. And like Leon said, let's make this quick. Knee shots for all these guys. And let's clean up shop. So once we get 19,000 points, we've basically taken out every enemy in this area, and we could proceed to Rhodes Hill. What's interesting about this part right here, the transition between Leon and Grace, was that it almost felt like there was a chapter missing in this spot, which I think there was. And if we remember back when we were playing as Grace originally in Wrenwood, we actually find out that what Leon was doing there in Elbridge was actually happening a few minutes prior to her being kidnapped in Wrenwood on the radio, which is, again, just a little food for thought information. The opening parts of Grace's playthrough are more for the story immersion. I think on a first or second playthrough, there's not really too much to discuss. We'll go inside the drawer right here, or the dresser, grab the cherub key. Now, one thing that could be super important, I mean, if you're playing on Standard Modern, you probably only need one glass bottle. If you're playing on anything higher, I recommend grabbing multiple. So there's a glass bottle right inside of the closet, and then we want to grab the lighter. Alright, so as soon as the girl literally starts chasing us, we're just going to head back to the room with light, because as we've seen time and time again since the game comes out, she is not a fan of light. This will be useful in multiple spots playing as Grace. That's just a foreshadowing.
What the hell was that thing? This way, not this way. Yes.
Once the girl goes, so do we. And now we're basically going to make a break for the fuse box. We're going to have to lure her around. I mean, there's a couple ways that you can honestly get around her pretty quickly with speedrun strats, but we'll just keep it nice and simple. Now, she's going to wrap around here, and you can outrun her. You could actually go through that door and and get in front of her, but every single time I tried to do that, she would actually hit me in the back. So apparently, she was too close to Grace's hitbox and deals enough damage. So, and in this playthrough, we're going for none. Daddy Leon has entered the room. On the wheelchair right behind us was a tracking module. Alright, so again, the save chests or item boxes are now over here. We're keeping a tally of how many kills we get. We'll get rid of the mixed herb. We could have combined them to make it worth more, maybe. We're going to grab the tack. Tack is our friend, the gall, and the marksman 1A. We're going to start putting charms on these, okay? We're going to upgrade the barrel first on the shotgun, make it strong as hell. We already put the shades on the Requiem. I'm just trying to figure out what I need. So the BSAA charm is absolutely overpowered. So again, and we're also going to grab the scope. The thing about grabbing the scope on any weapon, you could always take it on or off inside of the attaché case, which is nice. We're also going to buy some rifle ammo and, if we had more, shotgun shells.
Experimental therapies.
Yes. It's all very cutting edge. The facility keeps a low profile due to the sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does.
Best thing to do as soon as this psycho comes at us is we're running backwards, folks. Aiming for the knees, like I said. Just utilize all of your handgun bullets first. Make sure you reload. That chainsaw will do more damage to you on the ground than it would in somebody else's hands. Trust me on that one. We're just trying to play keep away. Because for some reason, these zombies get like invincibility when they're... Whoa, what the hell was that? They get like invincibility when they're near the chainsaw. I don't know why. There are a very few amount of goodies in this area that we will pick up after clearing out, but let's get our Requiem ready. Oh yeah, and this is really a cool strategy. We're going to wait for the nurse to open the door and hit a 3-piece combo. And then we'll try to hit the two of them together, but it's not looking like that's going to happen. And that guy, he just booked it for the chainsaw. And we don't have to worry about saving the Requiem ammo, because no matter what happens after this moment, Leon gives Grace the Requiem with 1 bullet. So, you know, if you use the ammo earlier on in Elbridge, then you're not going to have it for this part. But no matter what, it's kind of like just staged that Leon hands her the gun with 1 bullet, which is just, Leon, what are we doing, bro?
That bastard did it again. How are things on your end?
I just hacked into the center's network.
Good. Good. Can you find me the floor plan?
I'll see what I can do.
Well, in the meantime, I'll try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
Come on, come on!
All right. So now we start Grace Care Center 2, if you'd call it. But this is a blueprint of Grace Ashcroft's gameplay. Okay. Survival horror, right to the point. We're going to grab the first antique coin. This is where we meet Emily. We'll grab the West Wing card, and now we're going to proceed through the West Hall. We are wearing Grace's jacket in this playthrough, along with Leon's jacket. All right, so first things first, we're going to head over to the kitchen. Now, there's easier ways to dodge this guy, but what I do is I bring him back to Chef, and then after he does the double swing and he does the vertical swing, that's when I know it's an indicator for me to run the hell out of the way. So once we're in this hall, we're pretty much good because he doesn't follow you, at least on this difficulty. He might on Insanity, so if you're trying to do it on Insanity and you're watching this playthrough, note that there may be quite a few differences. We're going to turn the light on over here because Light Zombie, you know, he just has like an infatuation with lights. He'll head this way. Chef will start doing this thing again, and then once Light Zombie gets over here, we're going to just move right on past him. Alright, so Thanksgiving feast is underway. Let's grab our handgun with absolutely nothing in it. There is a glass bottle over there if you want to take it as a detraction for Grace, you know, from the zombies, or for later on in the game. We get 2 bullets, and what I've been noticing about this zombie's patterns is usually he would pour right through the window, but in recent attempts, I did this run about 2 weeks ago, he wasn't coming directly through the window, so I actually have to go up to the window and lure him in, which is interesting. And I'm noticing on these boxes right now, it says Wrenwood. Come on, buddy, this way. Where are you going, bud? Where are you going? We could probably... Oh, I shoot him. You could probably knife him, too. We honestly got the knife. Yeah, I'm not sure why he's coming down the hole. Usually he's alert to us and constantly, like, following us, so he will come right through the window. This guy was really telling me to fuck off. Anyway, once he jumps through, we'll go ahead, get out. We totally forgot that that gold coin. So what we're doing right here is I grabbed some handgun bullets, which usually you could sneak right by this zombie. But I think what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring this zombie down the stairs because this one always turns into a blister head. Always. We're going to aim for the head. And my aiming sometimes with Grace is not the best. And this guy wanted to come out and join the party. Yes, this was the run I could remember that, like, all shit was hitting the fan on all cylinders. So, I mean, if we just run away from the situation, I believe that zombie tethers back to his point. I didn't have the ammo to sit here and fight these guys right now, and I did not want to waste the Requiem ammo. But anyway, now that we're in the opera room, as I like to call it, we're going to aim at this zombie's right butt cheek. And we're going to wait for the singing zombie to align with him, and then kaboom.
Jesus.
Now, since we don't have enough ammo at the moment, I took that guy's kneecaps out, and I am just swinging for the fences with this makeshift knife. Like, we just channeled our inner RE2 remake, 120 FPS strat. So now we have Grace's gun that we had in the beginning of the game in Wrenwood, her actual gun. We want to make sure we grab the anti-coin off of the singing zombie, as well as the piano, which... I don't think I did, but make sure you grab it off of the piano. All right, we'll go ahead and we are going to grab the trinket box. We'll shut this door just to not allow that zombie, if he decides to, come out into this hallway. We don't need to worry about him as Grace. This zombie right here, a lot of zombies don't interact with you or, like, start a problem for, like, almost 2 seconds after you're by them, which is interesting. Usually zombies attack right away, if we're looking at, like, the RE4 remake, but... Alright, so a couple things we'll just, you know, maneuver around. I put away that handgun. We're never going to use that handgun again, unless you're choosing not to use Grace's. And we'll go ahead and grab the red jewel. Now we're going to go back through this unicorn door, use the red jewel, and the reason that we collected...
How do people normally get in here?
The reason we collected quite a few antique coins was because we at least wanted the side pack, and if you want, you know, you could get one of the shots that are in there to help with Grace's precision on aiming. We also were able to grab the E-Swing key card on that arm that gave us a hand. I know. I'll be here all week. Now we got the hip pouch, 2 extra spaces. Now this is the stabilizer I was talking about. This is extremely helpful because it kind of just helps with Grace's aiming. And really, you need all the help you could get in a run like this, you know? The question is, I think I was trying to figure out how do I use it. There we go. At first it was not letting me use, and now it's able to use. So it just kind of helps steady Grace's hands when she's aiming, that's all. And now we're going to walk behind Chef Zombie and make our way to the E-Swing. We're not even going to bother with this room yet. We're going to grab the already pre-made hemolytic injector, and we're actually going to go ahead and head back to the chef and take care of him. Okay? Now, bear with me. Seems a bit strange, but trust me, the routing was done for a while. So now we're just going to chill here for a couple seconds, wait for the chef to pass, and when we do blow him up, we'll obtain the pantry key. So now that we got the pantry key and we're inside the pantry, we're going to go ahead and start grabbing scraps. Scraps are going to be absolutely imperative to creating hemolytic injectors, which we will get the blood collector in a few minutes. Major thing we wanted there in this room at the moment was the scraps and the Requiem bullet. So now that we got all that and that door's open, we will be revisiting, but we're going to head back over to the East Wing. We're going to take out that one doctor zombie, excuse me, and then we're just going to pop the patient zombie right in the knee, get that light on for another light zombie. And now here's where we do the blood collector. Now, in order to analyze the blood specimens, they're tiny logic puzzles, which are quite fun. They get harder as you find more of them. But all we're going to do on this one, if you notice the version, it's literally, or so you're going to hit the middle one, right? The middle atom. And now we can make a hemolytic injector and handgun ammo. If you notice the analyzer date, it said 1/21/1998 on it backwards. That's actually when Resident Evil 2 came out, funny enough. So, the more you know. You need 60 blood in order to make, and a scrap to make a hemolytic injector. We are going to want to make quite a bit of them. Boom. The shades definitely help with making sure everybody's dead here, but I will tell you guys something important. The surgeon zombie, the one right in front of me to the left, is alive no matter what. His HP does not go away because it's almost prompted for him to get back up when you come out of the room, so we're going to use that hemolytic injector on him. Do it or suffer the consequences. Now I know there's a trick, right, with Noisy Zombie. I've done it in my Insanity segmented playthrough of killing Chunk. We're not going to use that. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way of killing Chunk with hemolytic injectors, just to be safe. Because on Standard Modern, you get plenty of resources. We actually end up with extra. Alright, so now that the maid zombie has been beaten down by Noisy Zombie, arguably my favorite zombie in the franchise, we're going to collect blood in all places that we can, and we're also going to take him out now. Oh, man, a headshot. You don't see many headshots that are critical in playing as Grace. That was nice. Grab the transfusion bag. We need all the blood we can get. And another hemolytic injector. We want a total of 3 to take out Chunk. So just make sure that in your travels, as you're grabbing scrap and as you're grabbing blood, you're making note that you are going to need 3 to take him out the efficient way. Now, this is the other converged blood specimen we're going to need to make Requiem ammo. And now what we're going to do is we'll reload the Requiem so that we can make room, right? Resource management, always good. Wow, that is one hell of a view. I never even realized that. So now we have 3 hemolytic injectors. We have a shit ton of scraps. What we'll focus on first is killing Chunk. We gotta bring his ass down the stairs. That way we take him out. We don't have to worry about him at all. We don't have to worry about him when we're transporting Emily. None of that. None of the above. Like I said, 3 injections near his butt cheek. And keep a distance away.
Shit. Was that not enough?
And one more just for good measure. Goodbye, bozo. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about Chunk. It's always a beautiful thing. And the reason that I didn't do the throwing the glass bottle with the noisy zombie trick is because I feel like it's very inconsistent. And honestly, when you're doing a run like this, you need some consistency. Yeah, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with Chunk, guys. You heard him here first. Anyways, we could go ahead and make more hemolytic injectors, as we will need them later on in the basement. Probably could have left that ammo for Leon when he comes here. We don't have to worry about scraps as Leon probably until later in the game. So again, really most stuff, especially on this difficulty as Grace, is worth the pickup. That is horrifying. But we're going to now make our way to the opposite side of the care center. And we have to get some of the artificial body parts to wake up our friend that was on the table where we picked up that pre-made hemolytic injector early on. So let's make our way there. Oh, and also one other thing. We want to try to pick up at least 2 lockpicks. I think there's a total of 3 locations that have rare metal. When we have, I think it's 100 blood and rare metal, we could make Requiem ammo for Grace. So we definitely want to have at least 2 lockpicks. On this difficulty, you really only need about 2 stacks worth of Requiem ammo to clear things out. But if you feel safer, you know, once everything gets cleared out as Leon, feel free to explore all that you can. All right, so the reason I'm taking a detour over here is because I want another side pack for Grace, and I also want to be able to open this door so that Leon could get into one of the cabinets. Okay, perfect. This is more blood. Again, if there's no monsters around us, let's grab what we can. Okay. So nice and slow. We're not even gonna fucking worry about that dude. He's too busy just staring at things. We're gonna grab the other hip pouch, make more room for Grace, which is nice, grab more handgun ammo, and get back out of here. Go back to the task at hand. Now, the reason I shoot that zombie in front of the door is we kind of want to lure him into the kitchen, and we want to take him out in the kitchen, because eventually he will turn into a blister head, and we don't want a blister head blocking the door as Grace. Unless we sneak up behind him with a hemolytic injector or keep our distance, it's a lot harder to kill a blister head as Grace as it would be to kill it as Leon. So, steady your shots. Obviously, I can't do that. And now we're going to pick up all of the blood that we were missing. Maybe make another hemolytic injector with room that we do not have. But we'll be back for the blood. We'll get more scraps along the way. Just keep picking up scraps, and really your main focus here, unless you're running low on ammo, just keep making the hemolytic injectors. They are indispensable. Like, they are just one of the most important parts of this game. Honestly, playing as Grace, they help so much even in later sections. Got ourselves a lockpick, which is beautiful, but we'll save that for now. We need the wrench, and we'll move on. Not too sure why I'm not moving over here. Maybe I was doing something in the video. But anyway, eventually I will grab this organ, I promise. And then we can continue on. There we go.
What the fuck?
All we have to do here is shoot the driver, and we're easy as pie.
Give me a fucking break. Oh, fuck.
You could leave the herbs for Leon. Again, because Leon, remember, any healing item Leon can sell. Grace doesn't have the option of going to the box to sell anything. So just keep that in mind. Anything that you do leave here, Leon will be able to pick up later. All right, so what we did there was we did the next thing to make the Requiem ammo. It was the top middle, and it was the bottom left, if I believe correctly. Again, all logic puzzles. Nothing too crazy or difficult. Now we got a noisy zombie here, and hopefully he kills the other zombie. I don't remember what he does here. Does he do anything? Of course he doesn't. So that zombie's going to end up walking back into the room that he just came out of. And once noisy zombie calms down, we're going to calm him down. We'll grab the transfusion bag off of him. And remember, we're also, like I said, we're able to make Requiem ammo now, so that's kind of nice. We're not going to worry about the zombie that went back in that room until we take over as Leon. All right, so remember, we got the wrench earlier on, and it was made for this exact moment and this exact moment only. To get the next artificial piece. But there are some goodies in here. So we'll grab the artificial heart. We'll also grab the scrap. Leave those for Leon. And there's a transfusion bag in the corner. And now that we went ahead and did all of that, we are going to make our way back now. We have a lockpick in our possession, and we're actually going to grab some more rare metal. We're going to take out Zombie Lady. Calm down there, Zombie Lady. All is good. All is cool. We're making our way back to the East Wing because we're going to have to put all of those artificial body parts inside of the zombie, remember? All right, we got a lot of inventory spaces taken up. We got to figure out what we're going to make. We're going to make some Requiem ammo to start off, which will be very helpful once we get to the intensive care unit. Go ahead and use that transfusion bag. Fill her up. All right, now that we have everything that we need, at least from what I can tell, grab the other rare metal. Look at me, I'm devilish right now, and I made even more Requiem ammo. Damn. See, this is why it was good. This is why we built up getting the blood packs and, you know, finding the blood and also getting the rare metals. There is another rare metal, like I told you, you could find over by where the first noisy zombie, not noisy zombie, the, forgetting the zombies, the light zombie was early on, where we were hiding. But you could probably get that when you play as Grace again inside Care Center.
Of course it gets up.
Yeah, why wouldn't it? So now we're just going to wait for Artificial Boy to come down this hallway, and since everything in his body is artificial, he's not going to make it more than this hallway. And once he dies, we're going to take the intensive care band.
This must be it. I can't tell which button's which. Braille.
Yeah, we definitely cannot read Braille. So now we're going to have a lineup of zombies coming down the hallway, and we're going to use our handy-dandy Requiem to take out all of them. Beautiful thing, really. Line them up. One shot does it all. Taking out all of these zombies is crucial because, you know, coming down this way in a few minutes with the girl is going to be another weird shot. Damn. It's going to be quite challenging if you left these zombies alive and they're just roaming in the hall. We'll come inside of this red room over here. We'll grab another scrap. We collected all the blood specimens from the zombies that we just absolutely destroyed. I will let you guys know one of them is going to come back as a blister head, but don't be alarmed because we'll be able to run right by his ass. With Chunk dead, with them dead, we're in good standing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the key card, the three-way key card. Grab the blood and grab Emily. And we're already almost done with the care center, which is pretty nice.
There's some buttons with Braille on them. Can you read them and then...
All right, so we have 5 hemolytic injectors, which is just asinine at this point. It's incredible.
Star. So, I have to keep it together.
She has to keep it together, guys. Now, don't worry about the blister head. He's on the right side of this hallway, and he won't be aggroed unless we ran that way. So, just head directly for the intensive care unit. We need to bring Emily to read the Braille.
We're close now.
Just run right by that guy. He's not going to do shit, because he's not even going to be in this room when we start up. But what we're going to have to do, and this is the last part of Care Center, is protect Emily with our life. So let's get our Requiem out. We're going to go to the right. Zombie's head right there. We're going to wait for the other zombie to get in front. Boom. Take out the head of the zombie laying down and that zombie we just shot. Now the director. Take his head off as well, because these guys can turn into blister heads. Not all of them, but this guy will get up as well. We'll go ahead and use the hemolytic injector. And the handgun ammo that's on the table there. We grab the transfusion bag as well. Now, there is a very good chance that this zombie on the floor, this patient zombie, will turn into a blister head. So we'll go ahead and take him out. We have plenty of resources. Like, I'm not joking. That you could just literally keep making hemolytic injectors. So with that, that pretty much clears this area out. And yeah, that's Grace Care Center 2. Not too shabby.
Grace? I did it!
I'm here. I thought that thing was dead.
All right, we're back as Mr. Kennedy.
She got away.
FBI?
Yeah, Grace Ashcroft. Victor kidnapped her.
What? Why?
I don't know. I intend to find out.
So do I, Leon. All right, so now we just broke a couple things. That's what we'll be doing as Leon. We're going to be clearing out the entire care center as Leon in this part of the game. So we're going to be taking out everything that's alive so that it makes it a lot easier for when we take over as Grace. Let's go ahead and sell this stuff. We got to get the shotgun upgraded a bit. Let's put a stock on it. And then we'll go ahead and I don't have enough, I don't think, for anything else at the moment. It's like I'm almost trying to, okay, yeah, that's what we did. We threw the scope on it for a little bit more precision. Grab the shotgun ammo, and we should be able to afford rifle ammo. And yeah, let's move on. Okay, now we have Chunky Boy 2. And he's chomping. Oh, he's chomping. Now, having the cute bear charm really makes this fight a joke. I just put a couple of shots into him. Yahtzee. He's got a fucking headache. I usually wait for him to go like right over here so he could charge into that thing so we can get more shotgun shells. Because you can't actually... And he's dead. You can't actually unlock or open any of the things in this area unless Chunk runs into them. So I think we missed out on the shotgun shells and med injectors that we could sell, but whatever. He's very easy. If you have the cute bear charm on and you've upgraded your damage output.
Sorry, but I'm not on the menu.
We were able to get the med injector. That's pretty good. We could sell that. Quick and painless. Honestly, Chunk against Leon is a joke. Even if you're doing like a true new game run and like you take the save file out of like your Steam account or PlayStation or etc., he's still really not hard. I mean, upgrades or not, you know, just kind of keep him from a distance. And now we're going to make our way into the care center that Grace was in. So as soon as we see that lock on for the hatchet, you spam that button quick. Because sometimes these zombies will turn quick and they'll actually lunge at Leon. So we're going to just take it slow. See, if she's in front of the door, she'll actually like bonk Leon. It doesn't count as like a damage, but it's like a stun. So you just want to kind of know where she is. All right, some ammo, a note. Hey, asshat. Well, I never noticed that. I probably did at one point.
This place is infested.
This guy is going to turn into a blister head. Honestly, we're not even going to... Why do I have the scope on? Just really, yeah, we got to take that scope off for now. We do not need it at this moment. Now, we could have probably used a hatchet on him, but... And we will. He was too far away, and it's a very short window as to when he's no longer going to be stunned, so just make sure you're close enough to use the hatchet. Nice.
It should be upstairs.
I don't know what that scream actually is. I'm guessing it's the girl, but I don't know if maybe like it's for DLC purposes or it's just to scare the hell out of like Leon to know that she's still alive. But now we'll make our way downstairs to the west wing. Any residual zombies or blister heads, we are going to take the hell out. And remember, in the parking garage, we did leave a couple green herbs. Doesn't hurt to just combine them and sell. This is exactly why I said ensnaring this zombie into this room is perfect, because he won't turn into the blister head in the hallway that you're trying to get through. And it allows Leon to just kick his ass. Now, this is also why we opened a lot of these areas as Grace, so that Leon could actually grab some extra tracking modules, ammo, you name it. I mean, anything that's going to be helpful for him to clear out this place for her. And the reason I choose to clear out this place, obviously, before I pick up any of the puzzle pieces is because, why not? It makes it much more... It's kind of like defeats the purpose, if that makes sense. That guy understands it was all in his head. Doo-doo-shh. Alright, so we'll go ahead. Now we notice when you kill the zombie inside the feast hall, the maid always leaves to go clean it up. So just a heads up on that. Always, 10 out of 10 times, always does. If you don't kill this guy in here, she'll be there cleaning in the bathroom. But this is actually good. We'll turn off the light, slowly walk up to her. And you gotta do hers very quick, because sometimes it, like, doesn't connect. But it does work. Alright. We're gonna worry about this zombie right now. Just absolutely demolish everything that he is. And that's why, opening these areas just gives Leon some more ammo and stuff to sell. Which will be helpful later on in the long section of playing as Leon. Another blister head. We're going to do the same thing. Just use the shotgun. Seriously, just be safe. Aim at the legs if you feel better. Legs are how they move, so it's better to aim at them. And we're just honestly picking up things and killing. Modern day Doomslayer with a clean bowl cut. Alright, so now inside of the East Wing, this dude's going to turn into a blister head. I'm going to pop him right with the sniper rifle. You know, we got the BSAA emblem on, does more damage. That guy got a little too close for comfort. And we got it just in the nick of time. Hey, this guy's making his way in. What's up, buddy? Except you're not going to be doing much. Alright. So make sure he's down for the count. Make sure he's down for the count. We're not going to be coming this way again as Grace at all. So regardless if those guys do turn into blister heads or not, it's really not going to be important. But we do have to take out this blister head. Again, the trick, and I know I keep saying the word blisterhead, mainly because I like it, but also because it's what we're fighting. Shotgun first, then hatchet. Do yourself that favor. You will get plenty of shotgun shells on Standard Modern and even Standard Classic. I'm sure on Insanity you could figure out ways to leverage it to be a little bit easier, but do yourself that favor, knock them down, and then use the hatchet. Now, this part is very important for the actual story because we need to clear out the singing zombie inside of this room because this is where we're going to need the acidic bottle in order to solve a puzzle for Grace later. I don't know how I missed that. Yeah, there we go. Sorry to cut your act short. Come on, Leon, say it. Pop that guy in the leg. A lot of these zombies got a little too close for comfort for me. We had to pull out the big guns here. But for the nurse zombie, I think we're gonna just, kneecap her. And that's that. This room was a big... This was one we definitely wanted to clear out. And for doing all that, we will get a tracking module for Leon, so it is worth the effort. And now that we've officially cleared everything out, we're going to actually head over to the location that Leon is supposed to go. Victor Gideon's official office. Man, Leon sounds like he is completely out of breath. I think I wanted to go back to the customization box. Yeah, what did I want to do here? Oh yeah, we're going to sell all of the healing items. Sometimes I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Again, it's been a couple weeks. We do want to upgrade the marksman rifle, the reinforced bolt. We'll do the ceramic coated barrel for the 990 tack. And we did not have the Star Emblem charm on the Gaul, which would have been great. One thing I will recommend, guys, absolutely recommend, which we don't have to start upgrading until Raccoon City, truthfully. Upgrade the fuck out of that hatchet. It will do wonders against a certain boss later on. Trust me. You want to get that bad boy up to like level 2 or 3 at least. I think I'm grabbing a greener. I'm literally grabbing everything I see. Which is honestly beneficial, because again, sell it all. Now here's where the Doom music pops up, which honestly you could actually cue this music to pop up by just coming up here and like aggroing these zombies early on. What a fucking shame. Yeah, this music is low-key badass, so like you could actually aggro these blister heads early on and then just have this playing throughout the entirety of the care center. Grab the shotgun shells, break the vase, pop this zombie in the dome, and now we're gonna wait because there's a fire axe on the floor we're gonna use on this blister head. Hello, buddy. Nice, right on. That guy got close. We're not going to let him do shit, though. Okay. That zombie was easily killed. He doesn't turn into a blister head, but you better believe we have 2 left. This guy, nice and simple, after his animation, just pop him back. And that actually killed him. Now, once we pull the latch right here, or the lever, I should say, for the elevator, this guy Supermans it through the window. It's pretty impressive.
Every single time.
We're honestly not going to do much for this guy. He seems intimidating, but trust me, he's not. We're going to use this fire axe, but we're going to throw it correctly. You don't know how many times I've thrown it at the door frame rather than the blister head. Wait for the blister head now. Boom. Take his ass down.
Well, that's my cardio for the week.
Yes, it is, Leon. You just ran around an entire building like 3 times. And that's the end of a Leon in Care Center.
Pretty sure I found Victor's private office.
Nice work. Lock it up.
Yes, ma'am.
Bingo. I have the IP address. Just give me a minute. And I'm in.
Okay, hit me.
Sherry.
You're killing me.
I found some information about our illness. Our symptoms
Symptoms confirm a T-virus infection.
fuck?
Okay, now the basement. This is an interesting part, one that is not as fun on more than a third playthrough, at least to me. I mean, if I'm overstepping for the fans, I'm sorry, guys. But we're going to finish up Grace's part, and it's the basement section now. We'll get rid of the wristband. We do not need that anymore. Do we have any scraps? That's a good question. We do. We want as many hemolytic injectors in this area as we can. We could take out quite a bit of zombies. All right, so we got the scrap. We took out that zombie. We're also going to take out this one. We're kind of just, as you could tell, it's a common theme in Requiem especially. Take out enemies that are lying down ahead of time so that we don't have to worry about them later, because most of them, if not all of them, will get back up. And you see what I mean about modern difficulty? We get so much blood, we really don't have to worry too much about the hemolytic injectors. I could see how people could be pressed for them on higher difficulties, but... Which I'm going to tell you guys at this point, I probably will mess around with the higher difficulties, whether it be standard, classic, hardcore, basically. And maybe insanity, but not for some time. Right now, we're just going to focus on both endings on this difficulty. So now that we have 100... blood collected, we have 4 hemolytic injectors. We have to just avoid the girl. Okay, at all costs, we have to get all of these power jolts so that we can power up the cell to save Emily. So we're going to just slowly go behind the girl, not fuck around with her because we don't want our head bit off. All right, so now she crawled her ass up in the vent. We're going to make our way directly ahead of where she was. Go ahead and push this out of the way. Again, yellow paint, so we have an indication of pushing something. Don't understand, we could tell. Cool. So we got the square socket. There's a lockpick on the floor over here. And if we move up a little bit, the girl's going to drop down. We're gonna grab that socket right away and get the hell away from her. Now she's going to drop down in front of us as we turn this corner. We're just gonna head right into the save room and wait for her to climb back up. Don't be alarmed. Happens all the time. We'll use the square socket over here. We'll just get it. We want to get it out of our inventory. This is the only place that it's actually used, honestly. And I don't know why we can't get rid of it yet. I promise you there's actually no other spot for it. But our goal is to continue to get more sockets. Like I said, a total of 3. So we're going to proceed. One thing you definitely want to do here, once you kill this zombie, use a hemolytic injector, because he always turns into a blisterhead later on at the worst possible time. Grab another scrap. We got plenty of blood. See, now for some reason we could get rid of the square socket. I don't know why it waits till that long, but I'm not going to question it. I'll have Grace make her way. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I like Grace in the base outfit of like her jacket. I think it's badass. It reminds me a lot of like Claire and like the Made in Heaven outfit. I think I'm just checking what I need. Did I forget something? Oh, I forgot the power jolt. After doing all of that, I just got to make sure this guy does not get up. No, he doesn't unless it's like the next part. I literally did all of that and was like, yep, gonna completely forget the jolt that I came here for. What a silly goose.
That's 2.
All right, you notice at times I do pause. I'm probably like in the middle of just trying to figure some stuff out. But again, one thing I'm learning about a playthrough of this duration, I've never done a Resident Evil of this length, so just trying to get used to it. It's like a 4-hour run. Once we get both power conduits, put them right in there, power it up. Remember, the girl hates the light. And now we make our way. We need the key in order to start lifting up some of those gigantic machines. Again, trying to get the last power conduit is a little over the top, but hey.
The smell.
Got ourselves another side pack. We got ourselves the key that I was mentioning. And now, if you remember correctly, where we took out that one zombie that I said could turn with the hemolytic injector, there was another machine just like that, so we're going to head back that way. Gotta be super careful in this section. I'm not even joking. See, this is the part I was mentioning, that if we didn't kill that dude with the injector, he would get up while she's here. So what we're gonna do, after I pause the game, unpause the game, is we're gonna sneak by her, we're gonna crawl ourselves into that little crawl space, and then we're gonna turn the power on to get her ass out of here. Just like that. Then we'll make a quick turn, and when she moves away, we're going to run over for that and turn power on, man.
Oh my god. Frozen. Oh god, I really don't want to go in there.
Now in this area, we have like a conveyor belt of just bodies. We'll take out that zombie as you saw, max out our blood collector, and you can get grabbed by the zombies, which doesn't count as any damage whatsoever, but just if it scares the hell out of you, just understand that's what's going on. If you move slowly enough, you probably won't be grabbed, so we'll just go ahead and change the lever to the opposite way. And when we have enough room to move, we'll run right through.
Stay calm, Grace.
All right, so now we're coming up to one of the more challenging parts playing as Grace, I would say. The meat grinder section. All right, so once the blood drains, we dropped in. Must smell good in here. Anyways, grab the handgun bullets, the Molotov cocktail. We're not using that until much later in the game. We need to keep our distance at this part. Corner to corner, taking out zombies that get close to us. Focus in, aim for their kneecaps. Again, just staying cool, keeping our distance. We have plenty of ammo, just taking out the kneecaps. Making sure zombies aren't about to get up right in front of us. These guys are extremely aggressive on this run. Keep reloading, keep an eye of your ammo, pushing zombies down. We didn't, that was dangerous. We didn't have ammo, and that zombie was right in front of us. He could have grabbed us easily. This big guy right in the middle right here, he does get up, so careful. Nice, that was a big time critical on the leg. Running out of ammo. Once we hear this, we're pretty much in the clear. Perfecto. And that's how you basically...
Finally stopped. Thank God.
What Grace said. That's basically how you do that part. I mean, you just have to really, like shimmy back and forth, taking out their kneecaps and, like, aiming at the head when they're down or pushing them. It could be a bit overwhelming, but you could keep your distance and kind of keep pushing them into the meat grinder. So... now that we have the final plug, or the power conduit, we're going to make our way back.
Oh, I got in my mouth.
Now, if you turn around inside that blood pool, there's plenty of blood to pick up if you need it for the blood collector, but since we're maxed out, it's really helpful on insanity difficulty. So let's retrace our steps, grab all of the power conduits, and let's get Emily out of the cage. As soon as we baited her out and she jumps down, just throw that conduit right back in. Any sort of light will always just have her despawn from an area. That's one of the biggest tricks I learned. And since, like I said, we killed that zombie before, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, we're just grabbing the last one over here. And this zombie right here, we're just gonna quietly pop him in his leg so that he just leaves us the hell alone. And then it's a jailbreak.
Hold on tight. I'm scared. Why is it so loud? It's gonna be okay. Just don't let go. Come on. Come on. It's just pinning you down. Are you hurt? I'm okay. That's good. Good, Emily. What's going on?
So to avoid a hit, not damage, when the girl pops her arm in, we're just going to shoot her right in the hand. And then we're going to spam the F button or whatever controller you're playing it on, and we escape.
Hurry!
Hey, Emily. Do you maybe want to leave with me?
So after we take control of Grace again, I went over and decided to grab the extra Requiem ammo that I discussed, and notice now that we killed everything as Leon, there's nothing here to worry about. We could actually just take our time, take a breath. Anything that we missed or couldn't pick up at the time because of monsters, pretty much we could grab now. So all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and solve the puzzles that we need to open the door to get to the back of the care center. Okay. So since Emily was nice enough to grab the first one for us, we are going to head up here and grab our first one. There's a total of 3. Well, we already have one, so now there's a total of 2. Alright. Yeah, it's a good thing everybody's dead up here. Open this one up. Moon. Why do I feel like this isn't right? No, because it wasn't right. Moon, sun, star, moon. That's correct. Moon, sun, star, moon. I always like confuse what these are because I'm always thinking of both combinations together. Just wanted to make sure I grabbed that ammo. That is Leon. If not, it would be good for Grace as well. We got the moon quartz. I think I realized I was going the wrong way for the next puzzle. We got to go all the way to the east wing. Yeah, so this part's pretty standard. You know, we're just kind of running. We're heading over to the puzzles, and then we're getting our asses out of care center, finally. So now we're up here to grab the bottle of acid because there's a lock on top of the door that will let us get the last key puzzle. Now I believe this puzzle is star, sun, moon, sun. Star, sun. Yeah, I believe so. I don't think I'm losing my mind on this one, but anything's possible. Almost went the wrong way. All right, so now we're inside of this office. I always thought this was Gideon's office, but I don't think it actually is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whose office. I don't know whose office this actually is. All right, so it should be star, sun, moon, sun. Perfect. Now we got all three of them. Let's go grab Emily and let's get the hell out of here.
Finally. We made it. We did it. Emily? Are you alright? Emily?
I don't know.
Well, let's just... we need to keep moving, okay? Oh my god.
Hey! Stay right there!
It's okay. We're not infected.
So you're normal?
I think so.
All right, time to go get the helicopter key. Not too shabby. Let's take a look at what we have. We don't have anything that we necessarily need at the moment. Lady Dimitrescu, Chateau Dimitrescu. Wine, found in the game. Nice little reference to Resident Evil Village.
Just let it be in here.
If only it were that easy, Grace. We'll put the double helix model inside of here. Nice. Uh-oh, more elevators. All right, this is our stop to get off. A lot of this area right here isn't anything too terrible. We're kind of seeing all of the crazy experiments that Victor Gideon was doing, so I guess that's terrible. But in regards to combat, there's not all that much. All we're going to do in this room is pick up the key and authorize for... You got to get the helicopter key and authorize the security system, and then the best cutscene in the game to me. I literally love that cutscene where Gideon locks in. We're going to unfortunately skip it. All right, so this part right here, it messes up a lot of people, and we're going to take it slow. We're going to hit them with the freeze. All 4 of them. We have 44 still inside of the chamber. We're going to bait out the ones inside of these glass cases, okay? There they are. Start hitting him with the rest of this. Now there's a guy farther out that we're not going to be able to hit with the remainder. We just made enough, which was crazy. I thought we were going to have to pull out our handgun. Grab another tank. take out this guy. Now we're gonna bait out this guy falling down and the one on the floor right there. Gonna try to use up the cans as much as we can. Grab the next can. And this is where it could be super tricky because there's another can over there, but you can actually do it with all of these. Take your time. You gotta watch out, because if you try to grab the other can, some of these zombies decide to lunge right in your direction. So I don't recommend even picking up that other can. I recommend just using this, throwing it away, and we're back to our gun. Now, the rest is just kind of a escape run.
Oh, shit, shit, shit. Why does this shit keep happening?
So this is going to conclude the Grace Laboratory, I guess, section. And we're going to be taking over as Leon for the chapel part. Just so you guys know what section we're on at all parts of the No Save, No Damage run. All right. Chapel Leon time.
Sherry, Grace is still here.
Church will be in session.
Yeah. Found some files on Victor's computer. She's connected to it somehow.
All right. So, a couple things here. It's probably best to grab the scope for this part. It'll allow you to get headshots on the zombies from a far distance. I don't particularly use it because I am using charms in this run. I know, taboo. So we just want to make sure the shotgun is fully upgraded for the chapel fight scene. And we don't have enough for rifle ammo, so we're going to have to just go in balls to the wall. We'll have plenty of ammo for this. 2 sets of things right there. Now, if we look close enough, we have an idea of where a lot of the zombies are kind of placed and the ones that will move. So a couple right over by the chapel door. There's actually a zombie head posted right where I'm popping them. And again, on Standard Modern, you're going to have less enemy interaction in different areas. I think Grace has a different run pattern on Insanity. Right now, we're just keeping an eye out for her. And we're going to continue to clear the way of any zombies. One thing to note is, like I said, the BSAA charm deals a lot more damage. We're going to have a patient zombie and the chef actually appear at the same exact time. Go figure. And we'll just, you know, put 4 shots into his dumbass and get ourselves in the chapel. All right, so we're pretty much cleared out most of the area. And I think that's all she wrote. I think I'm just paused here for a moment. But once we go into the chapel, we're going to have a Blisterborn, and we're going to have a few blister heads and a couple of regular zombies. That one piece of advice, Blisterborns can turn zombies that are dead into blister heads. It's kind of like the whole Crimson Head trope. So, all right, Leon's back in the game.
Excuse me.
I love Leon, man. Excuse me. Throw this, it'll probably do absolutely nothing because you're not even close enough. We could find some ammo inside of the helicopter, and yeah, that did absolutely nothing, so just wax these guys. We're gonna have one more zombie in our way before chapel. Let's just make sure we have everything reloaded after this, and our knife sharpened. Looks like we got everything.
Stay with me.
As soon as the fight begins, we'll start shooting one of the pustules on the Blisterborn. A zombie will always fall in at this spot. We're going to pop him, and we're going to stand behind the axe, and we're going to miss. But usually you could hit a blister head with that. Hit the explosive barrel, kick him. He's got about 4 of those pustules. You need to shoot all of them in order to kill him. On top of that, we got blister heads everywhere. We're going to use this explosive propane tank to our advantage. Wait for it. Boom. Taking out 2 of the blister heads with us. Yeah, I definitely could have started shooting a bit earlier. He's going to rush us. We're just going to drop down and run out of the way because he will drop down behind us. And let's start hitting him in the spots that we need to. All right, now he just has the one on his back, and the guy next to him is reanimating, so we got to be careful. Take it nice and slow. Just kind of trying to knock these guys down. We need to find a way to get that Blisterborn's back. Oh man, that got close. Woo! Sometimes you have to improvise. And that was perfect because now we stun him with the axe and can kick him right in the back. And that's the chapel section. You know, no sweat for the most part.
I'll get you out, Emily.
I would have loved to have kept cutscenes in this run, but obviously with the length of the game, it's just easier to skip them and also, if needed, add them in. But maybe we'll do that for a later playthrough. Alright, so our goal is to just head to the top side of the underground.
I'm sorry, I know it hurts. I'm so sorry.
First thing we do after the cutscene is we're going to grab the Requiem ammo because we're definitely going to need it, and there's a giant transfusion bag with 100 blood. Absolutely necessary. Well, if we don't use it now, we'll definitely use it in the laboratory later, or ARC.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on.
All right.
Only chance.
So as it said, power distribution, 3 parts. We will have the girl chasing us down here, and there is some loose Requiem ammo, so keep an eye out. We got to stay still in certain spots like this. Wait for her to pass, and then we can make a break for it. As soon as she's out of the way, run, Bullseye, run. You can hit the light right here just in case she follows us. And she'll break through these usually. Get that Requiem ready. Boom. And then get that lever. On this blue barrel to the right, we could find even more Requiem ammo. Again, it's indispensable Requiem ammo, especially for Grace. Just grab as much as you can. What I kind of figured out is no matter how much you sneak in this location right here, I think it's scripted for the girl to just chase your ass. So she drops down there, and she's quiet, but as we turn this corner, she pops through. Take her time, hit her with another Requiem shot. Now, there's a part here where I feel like it's scripted for her to throw you into the wall, but I don't know if they'll count it as damage or pseudo damage, so I just don't run up to the lever. I actually just let her do this, aim, pop. Don't know if this would count as damage or not, if it went through, but hey, better safe than sorry. Get that lever on.
Only one more.
Try to have patience in this area. Just take your time. We're just going to wait for the girl to leave that vicinity, and then we're going to run for the final lever. Don't be alarmed by the vent. We'll grab the Molotov cocktail in the back over here.
Why is it so stiff?
She's going to drop down. Just get the Requiem ready. As she starts to walk, we're going to hit her, and then we're going to hold down the lever.
Close one.
Power has been successfully restored.
I should open the hatch. I need to hurry.
Now that all the lights are on, she's hiding, and then we're going to actually finish her off right now. We're going to open up the roof and blast her with one last Requiem shot. And that is Grace's section for quite a bit, guys.
We're getting out of here. Get out of the fucking way.
Come on, open. Finally. Emily, it's me.
And And honestly, I would say that this is kind of like part 1 of Requiem done. It almost is iridescently similar to Code Veronica, like when you switch over from Claire to Chris, because now we transition over to Leon in Raccoon City. One thing I'll say, this game is much easier played in first person for both characters, but I feel like it plays the best in the intended way of Leon in third person. So we're going to get the tube extension on the tack. We want, guys, and I cannot express this enough, we want to get the ported barrel on the Requiem, right, which we did, but we want to try to get our hatchet level 3, okay? That will make the fight with the commander 1,000 times easier later on. For now, though, we're going to loot and shoot, because East Raccoon City is very action-heavy, and we just want to make sure that we have everything upgraded enough to make it as simple as possible. And when you kind of look at Raccoon City, it's kind of like what Leon's going to say. It's nothing but ash and memories. And it would be cool, I don't know, if in a DLC we got to see a little bit more of East Raccoon City, because I feel like we only saw the area by the R.P.D. in, obviously, 2.
If not for Umbrella, it could have just been a normal city.
Yeah. Now it's nothing but ash and memories.
One thing I'm forgetting, just going to head back to the upgrade box. Well, I think they did a really good job with the way Raccoon City looks. It's almost like, if this makes any sense, it's almost like too destroyed. Like, it's hard to make out like certain things, but hey, not going to complain about the little things. We just wanted to make sure we got extra shotgun shells and rifle ammo, because we're going to be fighting a boss right now, but I'm going to show you guys with the Lucky Bear charm on the tac shotgun why this boss fight is a piece of cake on this difficulty. All right, so work with me here, guys. We're going to break the box. Get the webbing out of the way. And we want to bait the spider to follow us, because we need him to actually push us through the wall. Charlotte's Web head ass. Let him come all the way down here, then we're going to get tossed. Make a break for it. So one little trick, we could shoot the webbing here, and we could shoot right through the door. That was actually a speedrun trick I found while watching a popular speedrunner, Orchalon. Shout out to Orchalon. Go check out his channel. Now we're going to take our time using the gall and just wiping out these white spiders. If we move a little bit past that, doorway, like 20 of them are going to spawn, so just be ready to pop these little bastards. Once the coast is clear, we're going to run up here and we're going to bait him to come out. Just like that, because as you can see, he's an aggressive bastard.
test, you know that?
Alright, we're gonna run to the back of this boss room.
So I gotta squash you.
Just like Leon said, we're gonna squash this guy. And now, once he's following us, we'll grab the heavy gunpowder right here on the windowsill. Once he gets close enough, we're gonna hit this barrel, or propane tank. Switch over to the shotgun, make sure you have that acute bear charm equipped, and you are gonna output so much damage. About 6 shots, reload. And he's done. Like I said, standard modern, very simple spider fight. GG's. Few things to do here to get the gate open, which will probably take about an hour of your time. We're just going to scout out and try to find as much ammo as we can as well, which will make each area easier. This is just my personal preference. I like to do the slanted building part with like the glass floor first after the gas station, rather than doing like the artillery part first. I know people usually do it vice versa, but I feel like if I get the more tricky way out of the way first, it makes life easier for me. You'll see what I mean as we progress. Make sure we're grabbing all ammo we can, you know, search the camp, and then we'll enter the first base. Now, the kill tracker is actually really nice because it just allows us to get a shit ton of credits. If you want to play this game true new game, you just take your save file out of Steam or whatever you're playing it on, like I said earlier in the video. We need to get the stock upgraded and the sniper rifle. The sniper rifle is weak as shit right now. I really want the reinforced bolt, but yeah, we're going to go with the reinforced bolt. No way. We don't have much left, but we got to keep an eye on the hatchet and Requiem. Those will be beneficial later on. Trust me. I feel like for precision for the alligator snapper, it wouldn't hurt to get, but at this point, we don't have enough credits to do anything. I won't lie to you guys. This area, Home Depot, I call this area Home Depot room. This could be a run-ender.
Where are all the bodies?
You're about to find out, Leon. So we're going to take this nice and slow. We'll shoot down this giant crate. And who am I kidding? We're not going to take it nice and slow. We're going to make sure as these zombies are getting up, we're popping them. Just make sure we have a visual of all of them. Boom. Just make sure. We'll go ahead and grab a regular grenade, and I won't throw it. What am I doing? I am panicking. Alright, nice. We'll take out as many as we can with the grenade. We got another zombie crawling out of the woodwork right over here. As he's getting up is the best time to kill them. Now, there's going to be a few more that spawn. Missed that shot entirely. Alright. Now, there is a stronger zombie that kind of throws cement, so we just gotta hit that guy. Once he's dead, sounds like there's another. As long as the music is playing, there he is. There's the big boy. An indicator in this game, if the enemy music is still playing, there's a chance there's probably somebody still alive. I don't really use small gunpowder all that much. It's mainly for like handguns and machine guns. And as you can tell, I use the machine gun in moments and the handgun as needed. And now this area is clear, and we're going to have a couple more enemies to take out right over here. I say we climb up right here, and we're going to take out this zombie. We're going to take out this zombie and another zombie before we even get over to this area. It just saves your ass. Trust me. Shoot that down, break the boxes early on. You don't want to do this stuff as we're trying to fight a few of them. This guy too, he's another one of those stronger HP'd cement zombies. Shoot him right in his wiener. We're gonna have a couple zombies right behind these 4 boxes, so get ready. Few zombies spawn behind us, not even worth our time. Just blast her as soon as you open the door. Grab the Cedar Brook Apartments key, and let's get the hell out of there.
Bad news, Sherry. This place is overrun with zombies.
What? That's impossible. They should have all been wiped out by the missile.
Yeah, they should have. There should be a part for the detonator somewhere around here. Sherry, found the distributor. 2 more parts and I can jerry-rig the detonator for that gate.
Great. Can you see any more from your position?
You know the BSAA camp? That should have the signal receiver. Relay's over there, huh? That should be a fun trip. Got the location for those parts. I want to collect them now.
Okay. I'll look into the BSAA in the meantime.
All right, we'll make our way through here. Now we got 2 parts we have to do. We have to get 2 fuses coming up, which could be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Just have to stay attentive. I'm not sure how to say it. Now there's some Requiem ammo up here inside of this box. And we'll go ahead and probably make some more rifle ammo. I feel like that's going to be a safe bet, especially in like the water area up coming up. I could definitely hear zombies through East Raccoon City. Slowly move behind some of these zombies. Remember, not all of them. You have to just go guns blazing. We can stealthily kill them. I mean, Leon is basically the Doom guy with a bowl cut, but we don't have to always be. Perfect. All right, let's make our way. Drop down. We're going to start sniping a lot of the zombies' heads as we traverse through here. Keep your distance on some of them. Some of them will have spears. Like I said, we're just keeping an eye on where all these creatures are. We got some machine gun ammo. We could actually open the back of this truck and there'll be a little bit of ammo as well, which is nice. But we do have a few zombies coming up we have to take care of. Oh yeah. Line it up. We also have a ammo crate to our right. Who's better than us right now? Like I said, slow and steady wins. Got another guy right around this corner. Boom. There's going to be one more dude hanging around, because usually people go the other way. I don't know why, I always took that route, because I feel like that's where most of the zombies are hiding. Now, I usually like to just throw a single grenade here, because we do have a spear zombie and a regular zombie. And it does the job. Yeah, I mean, that was brutal. And now we'll just collect the fuse and head to the second part. Trying to make as much rifle ammo and shotgun shells as I can, because we're going to have another Blisterborn in this area, just like the chapel. So we just want to make sure we're able to destroy those pustules on top of, you know, blister heads. This construction site, like this, I think it's like a cement site. I don't know what this is exactly. This part could be pretty tricky as well. We'll grab the handle. And we should get a couple friends that spawn in. I mean, with the shotgun maxed out, it should pretty much take out everything. There we go. Just start hitting the pustules as soon as that wall turns from the valve. Get a grenade in there. Plenty of grenades. I don't know. I mean, you can use the shotgun. I don't know why I switched over to the shotgun. It's better to just use the marksman for the Blisterborn. Not a bad throw, but really didn't take out many of them. Just be mindful of their animations. Wait for them to be out of their animations. This became tricky because we had a blister head and the Blisterborn. Do I really throw another grenade here? I am devilish. No, we don't. Okay. Took care of the blister. Oh, that ended up working out perfectly. We had him turn around. So it seems like going for the blister head actually turned the Blisterborn to turn around. We were able to kick his ass. Lot of shotgun ammo expended here, man. Woof. But that's okay. We gotta clear out this part, get that final fuse, and get on to the regular other side of the street. Gonna, again, baby steps, clear out every area with an enemy. We don't want them to get up and hit us from behind. Now we are finally back over by the gate. Put the 2 fuses in. And let's get again to the main street. So a few things to do on the main street. We have the Staglia gas station fight. We have the artillery topside of the roof and the knockdown building. We need to get all of the parts in order to blow up the gate. Starting off, we're just going to take out these guys. Zombies, you could kind of do a little bit of a run behind when you're going to, like, execute them, but be careful. Make sure you're in the vicinity. If you try to do that on Insanity, you're dead. Alright, I got the BSAA container key. Nothing too crazy. Again, we're not doing the artillery part. First, we're going to go over to the gas station because we're going to need the gasoline anyway in order to open up some doors here. But we'll grab the ammo that's in here. That's always nice. Plenty of rifle, machine gun ammo, all that stuff. We do need the bigger case. We're starting to run out of room. And this becomes a problem later on in the game where, like, you do need to upgrade your case.
Send some footage your way, Sherry.
What the hell?
The guy at the end. White suit. Can you find anything on him?
Yeah, hold on. The database is coming up empty.
So there are ghosts involved with Elbridge, too.
So, do we finally get this upgrade? This is what I'm wondering. Yeah, the barrel jacket we need. We need the weighted grip. Makes it easier to shoot with less recoil. Let's get that stock. Now we're fully upgraded on our shotgun, man. You don't understand how much we need that. Still got a little bit of money. Do we go with the Thunderbolt? Probably not. Am I focusing on the hatchet? See, like, that's what I'm worried about. We'll get the hatchet upgraded as it goes. We need that case upgrade. And I think I realized that here. Then maybe after the gas station, we'll go ahead and get that case upgrade. There's a green herb over there if you want to collect it, use it, or use it to sell. I just honestly didn't even pick it up. So let's make our way to the gas station. This is a crucial part because we need the gas tank. There's going to be a zombie as soon as we drop down that we could stealth kill. Now, you could just go through the front door of the gas station. I usually go to the roof. I don't know why. I realize it's just what I've done. And we're going to have ourselves one hell of a fight coming up, so make sure you have ammo in all of your weapons, and make sure you're ready to roll.
Gotta fill this up.
I'll get our sniper out. We have a chainsaw man. Pop him right in the head. Pop his buddy behind him.
You must be the town lumberjack.
It's a scrap right there. Now, we have a few zombies kind of chilling right over here in the gas station. We're going to pop that propane tank, do a little damage to these guys in the background. Now, there will be a zombie that spawns directly behind us trying to grab that chainsaw, so be aware. Take out as many as you can, but if you hear something weird going on, get that shotgun ready to roll. Boom. Once he's completely dead, we head back to the door. Any more biatches try to break in, we're not letting them. We are going to have a metalhead chainsaw zombie appear in a minute. We're going to use both the marksman rifle and I believe the shotgun to take him out. There he is. What's up, big guy? Dick shot. There we go. Just keep hitting him. Honestly, this is so strong, and we have it up to like a level 3 with the BSAA charm that honestly he's not even gonna make it over here. And once he's dead, we have cleared the gas station. Just make sure you don't get hit by the flames. Make sure you fill up the gas tank because we're gonna need it, and just scout out everything we can now. Knowing me, I forgot to put the gas out. I forgot to put the gas inside of the container. So you gotta love that feeling.
All right.
All right, we finally got our gas. We're going to lower that gigantic construction piece right there to make a bridge. But we do have 2 blister heads now that spawned in over here. So we're just going to take it nice and slow and take them out. Yep, that one right there. And we have one more. Once he turns his back and starts heading towards the sinkhole, as soon as we could click on it, boom. Now, to the right, there is a gas tank fill-up. I'm not going to actually go and do that way, but I am going to grab the loot from it. And you'll see what I mean. We're running out of room badly. Okay, so see how this is like a whole area in itself? There's an ammo crate up there. I'm just grabbing the ammo crate and coming back because honestly, there's not really much that way unless you just kind of want to rack up points to upgrade your weapons or to get a little bit more ammo. And right now we're doing well. Drop the bridge down. Now we can get back to our camp. We don't want to forget the this piece inside of this BSAA container, because we will have to grab it no matter what. It's a story item piece. But it's the repair kit to fix part of it. Part of the detonator. So now let's go ahead and go back to the weapon space. Got a good amount of kills there. Sell all the healing items. And we're going to get that case upgrade. We desperately needed that case upgrade, guys. The hatchet. We can finally upgrade the hatchet to level 2, the fortified blade. Perfect timing. That's what we needed. We wanted to at least be to a level 2 at this point. You could probably do it a little bit later, but I like to be safe rather than sorry. And now let's head to the tilted building section. Or the glass floor.
Right, I can use that.
Okay. Now here, what we're going to do is we're going to take out the zombie on the floor right away. Because he will get up and lunge at you. It's happened multiple times to me, unfortunately. There's some handgun ammo right on the table. We'll go over on the balcony, or the rafter, whatever this is. Alright, and we'll go ahead and grab that tracking module. Any points we could get to help Leon just continue to upgrade his weapons, we will do. I don't think there's much in here other than a green herb, so you don't even have to waste your time coming in here. I don't know why I did. Okay, let's make our way to the actual broken skyscraper. There's another room over there that I think has a heavy gunpowder, but I'm not even going to waste my time going to it. We have plenty of ammo and stuff going into this part. So this part has a very strategic plan that I figured out. So just, I'm going to explain it as best as I can. We don't have to try to balance here, but just, you know, make our way to the actual area.
Oh, fuck.
Watch out for the elevator! Okay. Now, glass room area. I call this the glass floor. We're going to slide down, shoot off these, shoot this floor instantly. There's 2 guys right on there. Now, we'll shoot the floor that's right in front of us, then the one right there to the left, and the middle, because zombies will walk on those, and we want to utilize them as drop downs. I think I shot that one, or maybe I got him. Felt like that was a little too early. Boom. Now we got to be careful. Take this one out. Get that zombie out of the way. I don't know where this zombie is. I can't tell what tile the glass pane he's on. I think he's on... Yeah, I just kind of opted to take out the shotgun here because while the plan usually works well in dropping these zombies like this, sometimes you have to improvise. I'm going to shoot this out and this out. We're on a safe flooring right now. Boom. Okay, as soon as we shoot out this glass pane, get a grenade equipped, and we're going to aim it and arch it up here. Boom. Okay. And then throw one more grenade back over here, as we have a zombie with a machine gun. Just want to make sure everybody's dead over here. That guy's still alive. And then, yeah, ended up working out. He died. And, yeah, see how we cleared out the glass floor area? This part could be extremely tricky, but honestly, shooting specific glass panes, maneuvering with the grenades is key. And now we just have to get down from here.
Okay, let's find those detonator points. Picked up the relay.
Okay, one component left. By the way, I found some evidence of the Pentagon putting pressure on the BSAA. It appears the North American branch has been moving independently.
Heard they had an internal dispute. Think it's related?
That's all I've got. There's been an increase in government surveillance. Looks like my fan base is growing.
Some things never change. Watch your back. I'll contact you again soon.
I usually just use the machine gun right here. They go down in a few bullets, but the dude at the bottom here, I think he just has like a normal HP, so he will try to press us. And honestly, you could just switch right over to the sniper, or just keep blasting him with the machine gun like I do. Now, you could either shoot the giant crate down now, but just understand up there are blister heads in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our time through this area. It's cool how you can see the Arclay Mountains throughout the entire area surrounding this entire city. Alright, as soon as we get up here, pop a shotgun shell, we're going to have a couple of guys spawn in. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have all of these monsters kind of spawn into this area. See how they all just start dropping in? Now we're going to chuck a gigantic grenade, they call it a stacked, and clear it out. And we'll make our way to escape. That almost got hairy. We're not even going to worry about those blister heads because they could hit you as soon as they spawn in. We're just going to slide down and get this part of the crane turned.
Now for the other side.
Let's sell as much as we can, because that area is... This next area is going to be pretty volatile. What am I doing? We went with the reinforced barrel. All right. I don't hate the move. I just don't remember doing it, because I did this run, like I said, a little while ago. I mean, the improved grip would help. And we do it. We just want to get the blade up to a level 3 now. Grab as much ammo as we can, because this next part could be a little tricky. We'd have to keep an eye on all the enemies around us. But let's push through. We could peek right through the windows, which is nice. Get some good headshots, because this sniper is upgraded. And I also can't shoot. Miss more than I hit. Now, there's a guy that's going to spawn up on the top left right there. We got to move up just a tad, but I'm not doing it. There we go. See, he becomes a pain in the ass, and he will throw cement at you. We want to take his ass out quick. Just watch out for the blister head. These blister heads have a lot of HP, even on standard modern. I just elected to use the shotgun because we're not fucking with that. All right. So we have a blister head turning again. Up here is another dude that could throw cement. Taking out any enemy inside. We don't have to worry about the blister head back there, honestly. He will follow us up eventually, but he is slow. Just focus on the task ahead. You got another Mad Max looking chainsaw wielding dude. Heading up that way. Blast the propane tank and let's go finish his ass off. Not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the small gunpowders unless I desperately need them for the machine gun bullets, because you get so much handgun ammo that, like, it's really just for the machine gun. Grab the med injector, that is always great to sell. And now we could lower the scaffolding and get the hell out of here. And really all that's left of Raccoon City now, guys, will be the artillery rooftop. And then we could finally get on to the Raccoon City Center. So for the scaffolding area, what I like to do is I hold the shotgun out, right? And on this platform coming up right to Leon's right there, zombies are going to come out, about 3 of them. I like to use the shotgun to blast them before they even get on the scaffolding. Boom, right? We're just clearing things out. And then we're going to switch between the shotgun and the Gal machine gun. Boom. Take your time, take your time. Keep an eye on everything. Make sure no more are poking out of that door.
You'll have to take the next one.
What Leon said, you'll take the next one. Alright, now we'll try to crouch and we'll use the gall. But when there will be a blister head that jumps on the scaffolding, then we switch back to the shotgun. take this guy out with the shotgun. We're gonna have a few more drop down. Just keep switching between the two weapons. We're almost at the end of the scaffolding part, guys. Just hang out, hold out. Right after these guys. You are going to just do a complete turnaround and run for the sewer exit. And we are past the skyscraper part. Alright, so we fully upgraded the power on the marksman rifle, which is great. We definitely wanted that. And now we'll head over to the artillery rooftop. This part right here, too, there's a specific way of doing things, at least the way that I'm doing them. So just try to follow along closely as I go about them. So we're going to need a stack grenade for this area, or at least I prefer it. And trust me, it'll take out 2 of the soldier zombies very quickly. You get so many grenades on standard modern that you really don't have to worry about them. But let's get out the marksman rifle. We'll take out this guy nice and quick. If you move any further, he will get up. And also one other thing. Once we jump down here, there is a soldier zombie with a machine gun, so have your shotgun equipped. Or the Requiem, I don't care at this point. Take him out as soon as possible. Now we're going to stand in this corner because 2 more soldier zombies will drop down. We'll get that stack grenade out, and we are going to blow them to smithereens. Yeah, so once we got the lever, there is one of those zombies that's just holding a random grenade. The lever could be used in multiple places, even places that we've already visited, but we're only using it for the places to progress the game.
Should be just up here.
Now this is a hard shot because I don't have a scope on, so I recommend making sure you put your scope on. I mean, my God, I can't hit the broadside of a barn. But you do want to hit that zombie because he's in charge of the artillery and he will hit you. Another zombie right here. Now, there is a case right there we could go back down and get if we want to. We won't need it, though. Mortars are going to be flying, folks. We'll go in here. We'll grab the med injector. We got to time the explosion, so we'll wait for the next mortar to drop. Boom, go. Now we're going to have 2 zombies on the floor down here. I like to take out this one right now. There's going to be one more, so get your ass back inside. There he is. And we got them both. We're going to wait. Remember, patience is key in the mortar part, because if you walk out there and you timed it wrong, your ass is blown into a pile of meat. All right. As soon as the explosion goes, get Leon out of there. We're going to aim directly up right here. Take him out. Sweet, we got the rifle ammo. Let's get this shit reloaded. Next part will be a bit sweaty as well. We have another mortar. Now, you could either elect to just run balls deep right up to the mortar, or do what I do right here, chuck a grenade, hug this left side, and pray. As you can see in the top right corner, we got 650 points. We killed the mortar guy. That the grenade kills the dude holding the mortar buttons. We have a zombie directly up here with a bomb attached to him, because, you know, why the fuck not? And now we're just going to wipe out everything that is undead in this area with the mortar. Yeah, do your best to make sure you don't miss anyone. The dude lying on the floor right back there behind the other mortar, that bastard is alive, so do not let him trick you. See? Take out everything you see. In these areas of East Raccoon City, take it as slow as you can while you can. We're going to have a few zombies and blisterheads spawn up here, but just use your sniper rifle to dispose of them. And we can even go right back up and use the mortar to wipe the rest of them out. Let's hit the "that was easy" button. And really, we completely repaired the detonator. And now, guys, Eastern Raccoon City is done. We're going to make our way to the detonation point and get ready to get on that motorcycle. It's time for us to get out of here. We've overstayed our welcome.
Sherry, got the signal receiver.
Great work. Time to head back to the gate and put it all together.
That's the plan.
must be waiting or doing something at the moment, but we got 31 kills in that entire section. The tracking module will help. I mean, we could pretty much buy quite a few guns, you know, to really decimate the rest of this area, because we do have we have a couple boss fights coming up. Just as long as the shotgun was fully upgraded, which we got, we're in good standing. But let's go ahead and sell any of the healing items, because we do not need those. We have a lot of money. Well, 33,000. I mean, it's not terrible. Still upgrading the Requiem. Okay. I don't give the Gaul any love, huh? It's kind of upsetting. I actually like the Gaul. But hey, you know what? The submachine gun or machine gun in Resident Evil games, sometimes I don't use as much as I should. So yeah, time for the motorcycle chase.
That took longer than planned. Luckily, I found a bike. Should make up for lost time.
Great. You'll need it.
All right. So the motorcycle chase. This part, surprisingly, can mess you up.
Should make it there in no time.
Good to hear. How are the roads? Leon?
Just a few potholes.
Now, it's not directly difficult, but we're going to want to make sure we're reloading at the correct times. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to shoot the outer wolf or dog. That one could jump right into Leon and hit him. Then we're going to go with the middle one. Realistically, once you get past like these first few dogs, the rest is a cakewalk. And is very like scripted, this area. Gotta leave it to a Leon action game Resident Evil to have a sequence like this.
Pups could use more training.
Same thing right here. We're just going to aim for the outer dog, then follow up on the next roof with the other. When there's a red indicator on top of Gideon, you're going to want to shoot him because he will try to aim a gun or a rocket at you. We're going to aim for the right first, and then take out the dog to the left. And as we jump into the next building, we're going to do the opposite. Left dog first, right dog second, because this left dog will attack you very quickly.
So much for the direct route.
Now we're just going to destroy the rest of the R.P.D tanks, take out the last few dogs, and go to the top of a skyscraper in style.
Seriously. I don't give up that easy.
Alright, so right here we're gonna have a nice standoff against Gideon. The damage inflicted is just part of the game, so it's like that pseudo damage. So now we arrive to the R.P.D.
Can't believe it's still standing.
There still is, no matter how many times I play through this game, there's really nothing like coming back to the R.P.D. nearly 30 years after the events. And I actually believe this is Leon opening the gate after he locked it. Revelating, seriously. Anyways, there's not really much to commentate when it comes to the R.P.D. All we're going to do is we're going to grab the pump jack upstairs and use it to get the door open to go ahead and reach Grace. Anything you want to explore, you could do at your own leisure.
Kennedy. Reporting.
There's some ammo on the room by the conference room. Handgun ammo.
Jesus. Rest easy, officer.
So what we'll actually do is we'll take the second stairs of the library. And reason being is we could drop down over the bookcase and grab, I believe, 6 extra shotgun shells, which will be nice for the upcoming boss fight. We're going to want as many shotgun shells as we could get our hands on, because that's what we will be using. It's amazing that out of everything that survived, Welcome Leon somehow did. Just want to make sure there's nothing else we could upgrade here, but honestly, with that money, we'll fully upgrade the hatchet's blade.
You need to understand.
There's really not too much to commentate when it comes to the orphanage section, considering this could have just been one big cutscene. Really the only thing I could offer assistance to is to hide and not run into the Project Wesker kids. So, really this part I'm just going to kind of leave out some commentary and just follow exactly as I do.
Please just be a bad dream. What? Why did they?
right, finally moving on from the orphanage. Yeah, this part is pretty much just a glorified walking sim. Again, could have just made this a cutscene, but what do I know? I'm not a game creator. Anyway, we'll just head over to the slideshow, and then we'll take control again of Leon.
What is this place?
I just sent you the coordinates.
Alright. Now we're back as Leon, and damn, we got thrown right through a wall. Good old Mr. X. Alright, so all we have to do right here is avoid him. I let him follow closely behind me, but watch out because he will do a almost like slingshot punch if you're too close to him. So let him get towards your like area and then just continue to run. Because he could break through the wall and just punch you in the face as well. Now he's going to have the helicopter from 1998 try to kill you. We don't want that. So we're just going to completely bait what Leon said again. We're just going to bait him around inside of the chief's office.
What is ARC?
Not sure. But apparently, it's someplace important.
Alright, so we just finished up with that. We got away from Mr. X. We escaped the R.P.D. successfully. First thing we're going to do, though, is go into the R.P.D. parking garage and grab any goodies we could find in there. Because we have a boss fight looming. I usually just shoot that dude with the handgun, and then headshot does him in with the rifle. Nice and easy. If we look around the rest of the parking garage, we can find some boxes to break. If this is a new game for you, like a new game playthrough, you can find the cute bear charm over by where we found the items right over here by the van, the rusted van. So for the boss fight, spoiler alert, it is Super Tyrant, if you couldn't tell from him chasing us. We're going to want the shotgun's power fully equipped. We're going to want its stock fully equipped. I personally, at this point, recommend having the TAC fully upgraded. Just completely max that shit out. And also, if you're playing a true new game save, or you're playing with the charms, I would equip the cute bear charm. Because mid-range shots deal 1.5 more damage, which causes a lot more HP drop against Super Tyrant than normal. We're just going to grab everything we have here, and anything that's like deemed healable or shit we really are not going to use, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of. Honestly, any of the excess stuff that we have, the shotgun is heavily upgraded. We just need about 5,000 more to fully upgrade the hatchet. And we really don't need the Requiem upgraded anymore. So, without further ado, let's get in the boss room. As soon as we come right in, we're going to just start by an onslaught of shots right to his heart. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Now get ready for the dodge. Or parry, I should say. Back up a little bit, give yourself some space, and just keep unloading these shotgun shells right into his chest. Should take the last 6 bullets that we have in the clip. And that is how you violently destroy Super Tyrant. Fuck you. Yeah. We beat the brakes off that bozo.
Stop you as many times as I have to.
And we sure did stop him, Leon. Alright, so then now we'll just collect the loot around the area, and then we're going to head through the Orphanage. Mr. X, or Super Tyrant, is really not that bad on Standard Modern, as long as you have the tac fully upgraded. I mean, if you have that tac fully upgraded, and you have, like, the scope on it, the stock fully upgraded to level 3, it's a pretty quick fight. He doesn't have too high of an HP value, or at least, even if he did have the same HP value, it probably drops drastically quicker than normal.
Made it. I'm at the orphanage, Sherry. There's not much left of it. Heading underground to look for Grizz.
Understood.
All right, so for Plant 43 and Plant 43's arms, we'll call them, we're going to go ahead and use the marksman rifle, the sniper, with the BSAA charm. Does significantly more damage and takes like a shot or two to kill them.
I guess this is my stop.
Just cutting on through the subway in order to make our way down. There will be another upgrade station down here. So anything we have, we want to make final adjustments. And one major one that I'm actually going to use in this playthrough is I wasn't going to use any bonus items originally, but I don't feel comfortable with Plant 43 to the extent of high consistency, so I just buy an RPG and blow this motherfucker up. I mean, he's really not that difficult, but sometimes the way that there's like delayed reaction in third person for Leon, like when you're swaying, it just kind of detracted me from practicing this run and taking up 4 hours of time each time to just say fuck it and we'll use the rocket here and that's it. We have to keep an eye out for these arms. Now, it was already a little high. I could have kind of like pulled out and took it out, but Leon's back was still inside of that tunnel. So we just got to keep an eye out for where they are. Now, Now, I don't believe there's any in this immediate vicinity, but once we go past this rewards chest, yeah, there will be a few, and they will bonk you on the head if you're not careful. Just get rid of all of the herbs. This is where we're going to make room for the RPG. Yeah, there we go. You know what, man? We worked to get that money. Who cares? Just trying to spot where the arms are in the darkness is actually quite challenging. Just kind of shooting areas just to be like, where the hell are you? I'll just make our way up here. Just, again, when you're this deep into a playthrough or a walkthrough, you just want to be careful because there are quite a few tentacles, I guess you could call them, in this area. We're going to grab all the scraps and ammo we could find. I honestly think that the marksman rifle, if I could actually break this box, there's just handgun ammo, we don't even need it at this point. Marksman rifle is probably the best thing to use against this thing. Alright, now we're going to be heading closer to the Plant 43 boss room. So at this point, just make some extra rifle ammo. There's 2 more tentacle arms, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. There we go. Grab green herb. We're going to take out the remainder now. Because we're actually on the precipice of Ark, which is the underground lab, which is the final portion of the game. So, literally, Plant 43 is literally like the gate guardian. And like I said, the movement in third person is enjoyable in this game, but to be desired. Hopefully it could be a little cleaner in some installments. I actually like running this game, strangely enough, in first person, even for both characters. Now, don't miss the point. I like seeing Leon and seeing both characters, but it's a little bit slicker. So as soon as he opens his mouth, we're gonna fucking blow him to smithereens. And then make sure you switch to a gun. That'll prompt the propane tanks opening. And we have officially reached Ark.
This must be it.
Now, this section of Leon's playthrough, we've been playing as him for a while now. This section right here is a nail-biter. This is what I call the Elite Guards Commander section, okay? We're going to have to take out some live soldiers, as well as fight, quote-unquote, the commander or hunk, okay? So we have to dial in here. At this point, really make sure the hatchet is as upgraded as it can be. And even the marksman rifle, if you so choose, grab some extra rifle and shotgun ammo. Even machine gun ammo, as I did. I mean, I think at this rate, you just buy full ammo. We have enough to really upgrade the Gaul. Finally, we decided to upgrade the Gaul at the end of the game. Oh, past Rob. Oh, past Notorious. You gotta love it. Could have upgraded the Gaul at any point. Okay. Alright, not too shabby. Got some liquors, which we were going to be seeing a bit of in a little while. Yep, go ahead and grab the green herb. And some more handgun ammo that we're not going to use. They love to give me ammo of things I'm not going to use. Alright, deep breaths, everybody. You got this. As soon as this opens up, we're going to wait till they cross, shoot them both at the same time, and then shoot the last guy. That actually allows you to pierce through both guards, as well as shoot the last one. Now, in this instant, we must have just missed that guard, so what I do is I'll shoot the fog, come around this corner, he can't see shit, and now he won't be seeing anything. And we cleared out the first area. Now, I will say the depth perception in third person is much better for this part in, like I said, third person than it would be in first. So we're just going to move up, like, right here. Nice and slow, and pop that guy really quick. We got one more guy right here. These guys are going to cross paths. Oof, we got them both at the same time. Just gotta love it. So there's a liquor inside of a giant test tube. We're going to use it to our advantage to do a little bit of crowd control rather than us sit here and expunge a lot of ammo and blood vessels. So drop down here as Leon. Make a swift right. Break open the cage with the liquor. Run a little bit out of the way. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to equip the stack grenade that we built. Now, the shield guy, this bastard is a juggernaut. Sometimes he just won't get hurt by this. I think the way that I threw the grenade was in front of his shield, and that's how he somehow survived. I don't have no idea. So obviously, I saw this. I was panicking a little bit, and I'm like, oh, how am I going to take this dude out? But you know what? We got to keep it cool. If for some reason this guy still stays alive in your playthrough, collect your thoughts. We could use that to our advantage. I think what I do here is, instead of wasting a bunch of shotgun shells, we'll just use the marksman rifle and hit him in the corner of the shoulder right there. And yeah, that's all the elite guards. Yeah, instant exile, Leon. We did it. Collect all the goodies that we can in this room, because we have a boss fight with the commander coming up.
Here at ARC, your movements will be constantly monitored. Do not leave the designated areas without authorization.
Just take a mental deep breath. Best thing to do for the hung fight. Parry. And now that we have it fully upgraded, the durability will always kind of push him back. When the blade is fully upgraded, it usually like stuns him back when we parry good. Boom, see? Then we do a heavy attack. Parry again, jolts him back, another heavy attack. He's gonna go ahead and throw a smoke grenade. Spam it, boom, knock him away. Now, he's gonna press us. Parry, parry. Swing again, kick that bastard, and that should be the fight. that is Hunk down, and that is Leon's long section complete.
Ran into trouble. That was one tough bastard.
Coming from you, that's quite the compliment.
Grace should be nearby. Time to finally get some answers.
Look, there's a door over there.
All right, so now we're going to take over as Grace for the first time in a while. And her section is not really too long. We're going to be stealthful. And
Once I go down, there's no getting back up.
yeah, which, I mean, she's not wrong. Not that we would have to go back for anything, but we're going to have to play this a little bit stealthful like we have for Grace's part of her story so far.
System locked.
Now we have 5 hemolytic injectors. Never could hurt to have a few more. Now that's why I said having them when we last played as her was going to be effective, because we're going to use them on some liquors.
Warning. Threat level orange. Confirmed in storage sector. Critical error. Containment. Lockdown failure.
All right, so now we're going to grab the glass bottle. We're going to want to collect a few glass bottles because we can make the bottle of acid, which is good at taking out the liquors as well for Grace. What we're going to do is we're going to distract this liquor, and then we're going to slowly walk, crouch, walk behind it, and use the hemolytic injector. One of the biggest things I can recommend is clearing out this area of liquors. I believe there's only 2 in this immediate section as Grace. We're going to grab this empty bottle right here. There's also going to be a few lab zombies that we will have to take out. I don't actually know if you go up to that zombie on the table if he will wake up, but I do know there are 2 lab zombies inside of this room with the lights on, and we also have a liquor above us. There's also 2 bottles of acid, which are, again, we'll be able to craft them soon. But what I tend to do is I grab this first one, use a hemolytic injector on this guy, and then grab the key and make a break for it. And in doing so, we're going to take that bottle of acid. Just got to keep a mental note of where that lab zombie behind us was. Now we hear that the other zombie that was on the gurney out here, yeah, he's awake. I'm not going to take any prisoners. I am going to neutralize this zombie right away. I'm not playing this cat and mouse game of trying to lure him out and then he just gets too close and bites me. So, grab a little bit of extra blood for the collector. And we're going to go bring this control room key back to the area where we just climbed up as Grace.
All right. I'm not dead yet.
So somehow we managed to aggro a liquor on that stairs just backtrack to where we just came from. Don't even bother trying to fight it. He'll end up despawning back to his tether point. I don't know, sometimes if you are walking or you accidentally run a little too close to him, he will hear you. So once we hear him kind of going back to his area, then, and only then, will we continue on. Now, as we go back through this stairway, this motherfucker, look at him. Why don't you just take your sweet ass time while you're at it? I really thought about throwing a Molotov here, but then I just said to myself, let me just wait. The bottle of acid does a lot more work. I know where there's another bottle of acid in the room with that other zombie, just on the other side. Let's go grab it. Just be mindful of where this lurking bozo is. There he is. Yeah, we'll just kill him. Not even gonna, like I said, bullets are about to be meaningless as Grace anyway, because we'll be taking over as Leon shortly. Really, the Grace section here and the Leon section are not very long in arc, so. Now we will make our way back past this liquor. So as you saw, we just slow walked our way right past. Not gonna take it. Like I said, at this point in the run, we're not taking any chances.
All right, Leon. Be careful. I need to get going too.
Just making our way through the area where we just took out literally all of these monsters. A few zombies are going to spawn now as soon as we pick up this, I believe, which ball is this? It's like there's a white and a red to make the colors of Umbrella. So let me just see which one this is. There is a 80 transfusion bag. Oh, it's the red ball. All right, so it's the Animus Orb. What we're going to do is we're going to pull out one of the 2 Molotov cocktails, wait for these guys to get all together, let them burn. Once these guys are all dead and buried, we're going to make a break for it. No liquors, no problem. We already took them out. This is why, as I said before, if you make a left in that room, the zombie that was on the gurney or medical table in there, he will get up. So just keep a little bit of distance. And now we just have to go to the next section, get the white orb. And the gray section is already, like I said, in the bag, guys. And like I said, I don't know if I did say, but this is the destruction ending we'll be going for, so we will not This is technically, quote-unquote, the bad ending.
Threat level red in storage sector.
Go ahead and grab the empty bottle. So there's not too much left of the game, actually. And now that we read this documentation, we could craft bottles of acid. And we could craft Molotovs by this point. So since we have an empty bottle, we can make the bottle of acid. Having either bottles of acid or hemolytic injectors at this point are both, like, just beautiful things to have. Please tell me I make a third bottle of acid. Okay, good. I do, like I said, plan on going for the hope ending in this game. And getting the good ending on Standard Modern eventually. But we're going to go to some other games and do some other projects before we return back here. Which I'll discuss after we complete this. Chuck our first bottle of acid right at that liquor. We're going to do the same with this one. And now we're going to make a right up here. And we're going to avoid... There's going to be a couple lab zombies in this area. So just nice and slow. Keeping our distance, but also trying to tell where they are. Use hemolytic injectors at this point. One should come right out of this room. Get him with that. We want to make a clear path for Grace to get out of here. A nice escape route.
AI Control Center. NOAA. Reboot failure. No response. Containment protocol inactive. Containment protocol inactive.
No funny business here, guys. We're just going to make our way back. And now that we have both orbs, we're going to go ahead and put them inside of the door. So, like I said, zero funny business. Throw a bottle of acid. We still had an extra one. There is a scrap in the room to the right of us, and now there is a zombie right here. If you don't feel comfortable dodging it, use the hemolytic injectors. This is going to be the last. We're going to need them anyway. We have plenty by this point. One thing I'll say about Standard Modern and even Standard Classic, you get plenty of resources. Insanity is a different ballgame, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it one day. Alright, we're gonna... I mean, we have a segmented run on the channel. You know, in the Requiem playlist, but I'm talking about if we ever do a no save. Oof. Shit, that game is hard. Well, that difficulty. I just kind of make like a U in this room and wait for the liquors to return to their spots. And now all we gotta do is put the two orbs right inside of here, man, and the Grace part is done. Now we just have the Leon. And like I said, because we're doing the destruction ending, we're not, and I repeat, not going to have to fight the final boss. So pretty much, if you get past Leon's, the ending is free. Alright, so we're just key binding the Requiem. There's some Requiem ammo right here. What I noticed is, I think Insanity is the only difficulty you could actually buy Requiem ammo from the shop, which is probably fair, but also unfortunate.
Over there. Easy as pie.
Easy as pie. We got two zombies right here. Oh man, at this point I couldn't aim for shit. There we go. We got one more zombie around the bend up here. Leon has the suds. We're going to wait until he stops convulsing.
Oh, shit. You've got to be kidding me.
I wish I was, buddy. We're just going to grab the med injector. Really just grab all of our final things. Alright, let's go ahead. Same routine. Just get rid of all the healables if you are going for no damage. Rifle ammo and shotgun ammo are non-negotiable at this point. And that's probably one of, if not the final save in the game prior to if you do the good or bad ending. Alright, so for this part is Leon. He's gonna have to take on quite a bit of lickers. You know, his old friends from Resident Evil 2. So, we're definitely going to be using the marksman rifle. And we're going to be using the Requiem on some lickers in a bit. For now, we're going to aggro these guys by running in, asserting our dominance. Now we're going to kind of run back because we could hear them in the ventilation shaft, right? We don't want to fuck around and get capped this far in. So I'm playing it very safe. So just listen for the lickers, because they will eventually just start dropping down. Now, I saw the licker drop down to our right. Boom, boom. Just keep popping these guys. We don't really have a crazy amount of marksman rifles bullets left. But at this...
Change much. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not too much. They kind of look like maybe a little bit more amphibious-like lickers. Pull out the Requiem if you're running low on ammo. I am not taking any prisoners. I wasted a Requiem shot there, but we are taking 0 prisoners. And since we killed 2 up top, 1 here, 1 on the floor, I believe there's a total of 5 on Standard Modern. So I think we got 1 more licker. I believe it's just 1 more licker, and then... absolutely demolished. And this is plenty of ammo, guys. We got 9 Requiem shots left for the remaining lickers. I mean, this is pretty much the run. We just got one more section. Okay, good. Here we go. Free shots on these lickers. Usually takes 1 shot. 1 more in here. I actually forgot there were lickers in here. Which 7 shots with the Requiem is still more than enough. More than enough. We really just need about 3 Requiem shots at this point. We have more than enough with Leon. This will open the stairway we need. There's actually... I actually think there's a chest with more Requiem ammo. Could grab a green herb if needed to sell. Even more rifle ammo that I think we just ran out of, actually. And the key. Bioweapon reactor key. That case right over here. Give us the last of our Requiem ammo. We actually got 2 bullets from that. Holy shit. Yeah, we are fucking locked and loaded. Just reload everything. You never know what's going to happen, but this, honestly, is the place that any Requiem ammo you have saved up as both Grace and Leon, this is where you use it. So this area is infested with lickers on the ceiling. We're going to stand in this doorway and just start popping them. Line them up. Just kill all of them now before you put the key in, trust me. honestly don't remember how I figured this out. I think I was just like routing it and testing it out, and I realized, holy shit, but you can actually kill them before you put the key in. Now we'll just go ahead and actually put the key in. Nice. Okay, so now we just have the zombies left that break out of the tube. And this run is pretty much in the bag, folks. GG's. Let's just take out these zombies and we're good to go.
Memory corrupt. Self-repair functionality offline.
Yep, they'll be breaking out any moment. So as soon as they pop out, we're just going to take off the heads. Leon with his head cold.
Let's get this over with.
And we're just going crazy here. We're trying to land every shot. Once these guys are all down, this run is free.
The elevator will arrive shortly.
Yeah. And that's it. That is the run. We're just going to take over as Grace, and this is the bad ending. So again, we don't have to fight Victor Gideon. Unfortunately, Leon does not make it, so I don't believe I actually keep the cutscene in where he gets capped. All right, so just to touch a little bit on now, while Leon's dying in the hallway, we will be going back for the hope ending eventually, the good ending. I'd probably say at a later date, sometime maybe in the fall or winter, or when the expansion for Requiem does come out. We'll definitely revisit challenge runs. For now, this will be the run that we have, so hopefully everybody enjoyed. This was a lot of fun to make, very time consuming, but it was the first mainline RE Engine game that I did work on, doing a no save, no damage of, so was very proud of myself. This game, not the hardest Resident Evil by a long shot, but it's also not that easy. So, Standard Modern was very comfortable. Probably could have pushed Standard Classic, but again, wanted it to be comfortable.
I need to hurry.
We will definitely be, like I said, revisiting Requiem when there's more minigame modes and story expansion DLC. But from here on out, we'll see what the summer brings us, what projects are coming, and also
Only my chance to do something.
let Grace go out with a bang and see what our next project will be. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Since we don't really have much of an ending and there's really not too much of credits that I allowed to play, stick around and you'll be able to see the final time, which is 3 hours 48 minutes, I believe, when we get the Speed Demon achievement for beating it in under 4 hours. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this playthrough, please feel free to like, maybe leave a comment, and don't forget to type in destruction here, okay? We have to destroy Elpis in this run, not release it. But again, thank you guys. If you enjoyed this or any part of it, please leave a comment, like. I love doing no damage runs over here on the channel and informative news for video games. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. This is the Notorious Base signing out. We'll catch you for the next run.
I wish I could have saved you, Leon.